so many things we can read, so many things we can do, because it's Nityananda's appearance day. But we'll begin with our auspicious invocation. But we are in England, we shall do this auspicious invocation in English for the verses, well, maybe all of them, but at least up till the end of the Guru Parampara. So, Rasamoy Pandita, you have the book there. Please read with understanding the Vandeham and Omagyan and Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj. Those you can read.
Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj prays. First, I offer my respects unto the lotus feet of my initiating spiritual masters and the recruiting spiritual masters and advanced Vaishnavas. Next, I offer my obeisances to my Shastra Gurus, Srila Rupa Goswami, his elder brother Srila Sanatan Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and Srila Jiva Goswami. On a higher platform, I offer my respects unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came with his paraphernalia and associates, along with those great personalities, Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Advaita Acharya. And in the highest stage, I offer my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Govinda, and all the gopis, headed by Lalita Devi and Vishaka Devi. Applying the soothing salve of Sambandha Gyan and a proper acquaintance with the environment, my spiritual master has opened my inner eye and thereby rescued me from the darkness of ignorance, fulfilling my life's aspirations. I offer my respects unto Sri Gurudev. His Guru's most cherished wishes, he's truly fulfilling, adorned with his Guru Varga's affectionate blessings. In knowledge both conceivable and inconceivable, his expertise illumines the ontological whole. He is the foremost follower of Sri Rupa's divine aim. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda is his celebrated name. His beautiful figure stands out, clean and clear and effulgent, devotionally endowed with transcendent sentiment.
Transcendent sentiment.
I worship him, the worldwide Guru from high above, the empowered bestower of the seed of divine love.
Yes, Jai.
Jai.
And Srila Guru Maharaj?
I fall at the feet of Srila Sridhar Dev, who with charming expression sings his songs of sweet nectar. Dressed with fine garments like sun newly risen, he is the true saint the devotees have chosen. His detachment and knowledge are just like an ocean, the treasure house of complete perfect conclusion. Radiant in pastimes of loving devotion, the abode of pure ecstasy, bestower of good fortune. Foremost true follower of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, foremost great general of the whole renounced order, my Lord and my Master, my only shelter, I worship his feet, Srila Sridhar Dev.
I'm very happy the devotees in the room with no book, they know the translation off by heart. And we also know, but need a little prompting now and again. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. How do we do with this, Devananda Prabhu? In the great Gaudiya Vaishnava teacher's line, as Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he's renowned. Like the radiant sun in the morning sky, he appeared to rescue all souls swallowed by the all-devouring impersonal philosophy. By spreading the teachings of Lord Gauranga to sing the holy name of Lord Sri Krishna, he gave all the chance to dive in the ocean of love of Sri Krishna, the Supreme Person. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, my Lord, Divine Master, at his feet do I pray to serve him forever. And then Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. I bow to our Guru Srila Gaur Kishore Das, the pure devotee beyond social class, the bee in the lotus of the feet of Sri Gauranga, who deep in his heart serves Sri Radha forever. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I bow to Sri Thakur Bhakti Vinod, Mahaprabhu's love divine personified. He is the king of all knowers of the purpose of the scriptures, and he is the ocean of Sri Radha's devotion. To Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, the great venerable grandsire of pure devotion, loved by all Vaishnavas of both Navadip and Vrindavan, I worship the feet of that great Vaishnava Guru, the ocean of love, Srila Jagannatha Prabhu. Then Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, translation, kindly. These, yes.
Translate, I bow down under the holy feet of the pure Vaishnavas, who are all like desire trees, able to fulfill all the devotees' aspirations. The Lord's devotees are comparable to a vast ocean of causeless mercy as they deliver the fallen souls from material existence. I offer all respect unto them.
I offer my obeisances unto Lord Krishna in his fivefold aspect known as the Panchatattva. I offer my respects unto Sri Gauranga Dev, who appears as a devotee of the Lord, relishing his own internal rasas. Furthermore, I bow down before Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the self-same form and elder brother of Sri Gauranga. Next, I pay homage unto the great personality, Sri Advaita Prabhu, who is an incarnation of the Lord's devotee, and unto the Lord's eternal associates, like Srivas Pandit, who serve the Lord in a loving devotional relationship. Finally, I bow down at the feet of those devotees who hold the actual potency of unalloyed dedication in their hands. That is Sri Ramananda Roy, Sri Radha Pandit, and Sri Swarup Damodar. Acha. Okay, Namo Mahavaranyaya. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Gauranga, whose divine complexion is a radiant golden hue, and who possesses the qualities of the most benevolent incarnation. His spiritual pastimes freely grant pure love for Lord Krishna to all. He is none other than Lord Krishna, known in the age of Kali as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So, Namo Mahavaranyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvijay Namaha Jai. All right, dear devotees. So all of you know the 10 offenses to the holy name of the Lord, correct? Yes, Mamma Mia. So we are just thinking about what is in poetry form in English. And we do have some poetry inside there. But actually, okay, in very brief, because we should all Rai Mahaprabhu, we should always remember the 10 offenses to the holy name and consciously do the opposite. It's not, anyway, it's not something unreasonable to ask. So the 10 offenses are: 1 is to make offense to the Vaishnavas, 2 to make offense to Vishnu, and again, there's explanations. 3 is to make offense to the Guru section. 4 to make offense to the scripture, which is the written word of the Guru section. 5 is to consider the glories of the holy name to be exaggeration. 6 is to consider the name to be mundane, to make some dictionary definition of the sounds, this, that, and the other. And so 6, then 7 is sin. 7 is sin, to sin on the strength of chanting the Lord's name. 8 is to consider that piety and austerities and doing all the good things in this world, that they are on the same platform as the holy name. The name is completely different. It is fully the spiritual Krishna land, nothing to do with piety or impiety in this world. 9 is to give the name or chant the glories of the name to the faithless, We do not want to be a cause of them to make offense, so we give them some faith, then tell them. And number 10, to be unduly attached to material things, despite all the good advice we've heard from Guru, Vaishnava and Shastra. So then, the good news. So this is all good news, because you need to know how to drive safely. In England, you drive on the left side of the road. So in England, the left side of the road is the right side of the road. But in Italy, you drive on the right side of the road. There is the right side of the road, the right side of the road. So anyway, how to drive, how to make our journey back to Krishna, it's to follow these guidances. This is the way to go. This is the right way to go. So it's all good. We are getting good advice. And as we just very recently were reading from the beginning of Sri Guru and His grace, if we get any advice in this world which will steer us in the right direction, we will be very grateful for that advice. And we can look back and think, it took me 25 years before anybody told me about the holy name, the things to avoid, etc., etc. Then we get some advice. And then we try to follow that. So the world is adviceless. And it's without proper advice. It's about advice of, getting education for earning money and this and this and this. But not advice about how to go home to get out of all of this material struggle. So we've got so much advice here in 10 verses that we have some faith in the holy name. That's why we're all here to chant. But with that, we need to follow the directions of how to go. And then the good news. Okay, the good news. All of that was good news, actually, if you think of the opposite. But the good news is, E dasha aparada korya varjana, jaina janna kore harinama sankirtana, apurva Shri Krishna prema labhyatare hoy, nama Prabhu tara hridoy, nitya bilasoy. So very hopeful and helpful. Casting off these no offenses. What? Casting off these 10 offenses, leaving no exception. Those pure souls who chant the name in holy congregation. The miracle of love for Krishna, they will surely savor. The name divine himself will shine within their hearts forever. So it's verse 11 of Harinama Mahamantra Sava Mantra Sa. All right, and elsewhere we get explanation why we chant. If we want the whys, but why we chant, it is good for us. We chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivas Adi, Sri Gaura Bhaktivinoda first, and then we are chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra like this, and then sing this, E dasha aparada korya vajana. You have this in that songbook, don't you? Verse 11, after all of the 10 offenses being explained. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
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 Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Now we are not looking for loopholes, but I heard that word for the first time in quite a long time this morning at the breakfast table from a saintly soul. And I heard that expression, but in transcendental humor way, but also in transcendental humor way we can say that yes, we're hearing about all these offenses and this, that and the other, but in the names of Nitai and Gauranga, these offenses are not taken into account, and hence we are chanting Panchatattva Mahamantra first. And Devananda Prabhu, his enthusiastic kirtan is Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole Nachre Amar Man. But before we sing it, then Keshavananda Prabhu will read us the translation. And so please, while singing the song, it's not only a happy sounding song, then try to be conscious of what we're singing, because it's a very happy content song.
Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole.
127.
Dayal Nitai Chaitanya. Yeah.
Oh my mind, just dance. Oh my mind, just dance.
Jai.
Oh my mind, please dance. Chanting Dayal Nitai Chaitanya.
Hari Bol.
Haribo, such a merciful personality as Nityananda Prabhu is not to be found anywhere. He suffers a beating from Jagai and Madai and still gives them love of God. When you become offenseless, you will obtain love of God. But in these names of Chaitanya and Nitai, there is no consideration of offenses. Once you have a taste for the holy name of Krishna, bondage to this world will come to an end. When there is attachment to the holy name of Krishna, then very easily the life of a living being becomes successful. Without attachment to Krishna, life is simply false. If the mercy of Lord Govinda is there, then at the end of life, you will obtain the beautiful vision of Radha and Shyama in Vrindavan.
Hari Bol.
Joyo Nitai Chaitanya Bole Nachre Amar Man.
Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole Nachre Amar Man. Nachre Amar Man, Nachre Amar Man. Dayal Dayam Gunai Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Dayam Mama Natraya Mama Natraya Mama Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Natraya Mama Jabe Aparada Dure Jabe Babe Premadhan Aparadhera Vichartunai Tokon Krishna Name Ruchi Hobe Kuchite Bandhan Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Natraya Mama Natraya Mama Natraya Mama Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Natraya Mama Anurakto Ave Tokon Anayase Sapalave Vera Divan Krishna Rati Dima Divan Tomiche Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Natraya Mama Natraya Mama Natraya Mama Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Natraya Mama Sheshe Undavane Radha Shame Kave Darshan Gora Kripa Hale Dayam Nitai Chaitanya Boy Natraya Mama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Akroda Paramananda Prabhu, you like to lead Akroda Paramananda? Of course. But you are also a Mridanga player.
Yeah.
That's right.
Can also play. You can have two people.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Mridangas going. We are a festival day.
Yeah.
Let's make some sound so the bus stop can hear the poor people at the bus stop.
1, 2, 5. It's called Balade Madonga.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Balade.
Balade Madonga.
So Akroda Paramananda, and this time just keep your eye on the translation. I think all of you have sung it so many times. You don't have to every time read separately the translation, but keep your eye so you are reminded. Yes, Prabhu, please lead.
Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai.
Akroda Paramananda Nityananda Rai.
Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai.
Akroda Paramananda Nityananda Rai.
Madhusudan
And in this book is the Nityananda Dvadashakam here.
Yes.
In this book.
Right.
And the first line would be Jara, maybe. I can't actually remember. So we're going to recite Sri Nityananda Dvadashakam, and we can get a little help from Salt Lake City if you wish.
Sorry, Maharaj.
Even with
Why
the
is
help,
that
it's still brilliant.
Huh?
No, it's good to have help from Sweet Lake City.
It's
But
good.
I listen to Sudarshan singing it and then try and do it, and I still can't do it.
It's, well, Sri Nityananda Dvadashakam starts Yo Nanto Nanta Vaktritai Vak Rai Vaktrai Niravati. What page is it in your?
300. 300.
Oh, page 300. So in the yellow book, page 300, and we can get a little help from our friends on the other side of the world. We can now go mystically and think in the past, draw it from the ether, and then we'll be able to hear. And we've got here Sudarshan Prabhu. Sudarshan Prabhu was singing it. Now he's not. Now Guru Maharaj is talking. I just have to find Sudarshan Prabhu. All right. So this is Sudarshan Prabhu. We'll hear it first a little bit so we can get the meter if we can, and then we'll try to say together this if we can. Let's see how successful or not. We don't want it to be a bit jumbly. We want it to be a little good. Try. Sudarshan Prabhu, Rai Kishori and family. Sudarshan soon to be grandfather. Rai Kishori can be grandmother. Just see. Not a teenager after all anymore. Just see.
Niravadi Hari Sankit Kirtanam Samvidane Yogarate Vanikrim Shirasi Jarati Shudratuli Kanevam Yashesha Shatraya Sadavasana Vidari Sevate Yayatartha Shri Nityananda Janam Bhagavata Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradamdam.
Okay? No one said okay. No one was so confident to say okay.
Okay.
We're going to try. We're going to try. Jai Shri Gauranga Sundar ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai. All right, so Sriman Nityananda Dvadashakam, and this is composed by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakha Kshira Dev Goswami Maharaj. And at least we can say what is the last line. Oh, but in this book, actually verse 12, the last line, may be wrong. Oh no, it's correct. We're all good, we're all good. So back to verse 1. So let us try together, and we will play this at the same time. So we've got something to go to, a go-to meter. So Rashi Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Slow, well, as fast as they go, and together. Ready? Yo Nanto Nirvadi Hari Sankirtanam Sampirate Yogādate Daritrim Shirasi Niravadi Shudra Dhuli Kaneva Yasesha Shatra Shayasana Vasana Samvidai Sevate Te Jarata Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam.
Om Shai
Jak Shirashai Sakala Bhuvanapa Savajivan Yovar Garbhodashai Rasha Shatabadano Veda Shutair Vigita Brahmanda Shesha Dharma Prakriti Patipati Jiva Sangha Shayanga Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam. Yeah. Yes.
Together.
Yes. Yangsho Yuha Mate Vilasati Parama Yomni Sankashanakya Atanvan Shuddha Sattvam Nikila Hari Sukham Chetanam Leelayata Jivahankara Bhavaspada Iti Kataita Kutrachit Jiva Vachaha Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam.
Verse number 4, together.
Jashari Vyuha Madhye Prabhavati Sagano Mula Sankashanakyo Dvaravatyam Tarurde Madhupuri Vasati Prabhavakyo Vilasha Sarvam Shirama Nama Vrajapuri Ramate Sanujoja Swarupe Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam. Wait for it.
Verse 5, together.
Shri Krishna Prema Nama Parama Sukhamaya Kopya Chintya Padato Yadganda Sajanoga Nigama Bahumatam Mokshamaya Kripanti Kaivalya Aishvarya Seva Pradagana Iti Yasangat Gata Primadatu Nanda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam. Yo.
Verse number 6, together.
Yo Bali Lilayaika Parama Madhuraya Chaika Chandra Nagaryam Mata Pitro Janana Matta Nija Suridam Ladayam Chitta Chakram Kitan Vai Brahmasam Vaduparita Janako Nyasina Pratitascha Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam.
Verse number 7, together.
Brahman Brahman Chadit Kitanjati Bhukta Mani Madhavendra Prasangat Lakola Sa Pratiksha Prakatita Charitam Gauradama Jagama Shri Gaura Srinivasa Nibhira Pijama Vapalaye Nandanasya Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradam.
So verse 8, together.
Prapta Yogora Chandrada Nilajana Gano Dharanama Pradane Kalikalusha Hatau Bhatarau Brahmadaityo Gara Prema Prakashai Ritarudiram Vapush Chapitava Pujar Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Sataram Gaura Krishna Pradamte.
Verse 9 together.
Shakshar Gauro Gananam Shirasijat Avadutasya Kaupina Kandam Samdatum Charidesha Shava Javanavaduri Sprishta Krishto Vibhamda Brahmaryanam Apiti Prabhu Paririkakanam Napi Sveshta Pita Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Radhamam.
Verse 10 together.
Buddhatum Jnana Karma Yapahanta Charitam Gaura Chandro Yaraso Nyasam Kritva Tumaya Mrigamanushritavan Grahan Krishna Nama Rachaya Bhava Stala Jala Gahane Yopita Seshta Cheshta Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradamtam.
Number 11 together.
Shri Radha Prema Lubdo Divasani Shitara Svada Mataika Lilo Gorajam Sharidesha Swaparikara Vritam Krishna Nama Pradatam Gore Varam Darauja Swabhaga Ganadanam Nama Prakama Shri Nityananda Chandram Bhaja Bhaja Satatam Gaura Krishna Pradhanam.
Verse number 12 together.
Shri Radha Krishna Leela Rasa Madhura Sudha Svada Sudhaika Murtao Goreshwaram Tridam Prabhu Parikaram Samrat Payachadamismin Ulam Yang Ring Yasyat Kila Bhajana Kata Swapna Bhajchaiva Mitya Shri Nityananda Chandram Patita Sharana Dam Goda Dam Tam Bhajayam.
The line of the last verse is different from the last line together.
Okay, so somebody, this was a live recording, and what? From Thailand? Yeah. I don't know, but I know that there we were reading the translation after each verse, hence the gap, and then the verse. And I don't know, if we read the translation, it does take a little while, but it's absolutely substantial, because it's Guru Maharaj giving us Nityananda, good glorification of Nityananda. And we've got other substantial things too. So anyway, we will read the translation. It's best as other things are best. It's a little long, but let us read it. So we can do one by one. I'll begin and then we can go around. If you're comfortable to read, please read and try to understand what you're reading. And if you don't, ask. Then we can all try to catch what's happening. So number 1, Lord Nityananda's representation as Ananta Shesh possesses unlimited mouths, which propagate and glorify Lord Hari's holy names and attributes. Anantashesh constantly holds the weight of the earth planet upon his innumerable hoods, as if it were an insignificant particle of dust. Anantashesh serves the Lord in several ways, manifesting himself as the Lord's personal umbrella, resting place and clothing. Let us eternally worship that great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Sri Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna. Hari Bol.
Lord Nityananda's partial manifestation is Kshirodakashayi Vishnu, functions as a preservation principle of the entire universal creation and is localized within every soul, Paramatma. Another eminent expansion of Lord Nityananda is Garbhodashayi Vishnu, the all-imposing figure whose thousands of heads are eulogized in the Vedic orations. Lord Nityananda's presence is further extended in his expansion of Karanadashayi Vishnu, the supplying principle encompassing the unlimited universes. Lord Nityananda is the master of the Lord of material nature, Karanadashayi Vishnu, who is the shelter of all living entities. Let us eternally worship that great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Lord Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
Lord Nityananda is not a normal person. Try producing universes, planets, and going into every single person's heart. Prabhu.
Lord Nityananda's presence is further extended.
A little louder, Prabhu.
Okay.
Or maybe lift the book and make
Yes.
so we can hear you. Yeah, because we're listening, we're not reading.
Lord Nityananda's presence is further extended within the spiritual abode of Vaikuntha. In his partial manifestation known as Sankashan, in Vaikuntha, Lord Sankashan performs spiritual pastimes which are fully transcendental, situated in pure goodness and all pleasing to Lord Hari. As mentioned in the revealed scriptures, Lord Nityananda is the individual temperament of ego existing within the living entity, and he sometimes appears just like an ordinary living entity. Let us eternally worship that great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Sri Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
Jai. That's my friend.
Lord Nityananda, who is the fountainhead of the primary Shankarshan, exists in full splendor, separate from the original quadruple expansion, and is known as Mula Shankarshan. That all-attractive personality, Shri Shankarshan, performs his wonderful pastimes in the spiritual realm in the regions known as Mathura and Dwarka. The transcendental city of Dwarka is situated just below the city of Mathura. It is in these spiritual places that Lord Sankarshan and his associates, Aniruddha and Pradumna, exhibit their particular pastimes, scripturally known as Prabhava Vilasa. Nityananda Prabhu, in the form of Lord Balaram, is the ultimate source of all incarnations, and sportively plays in the charming village of Rajapur with his younger brother Lord Krishna. Let us eternally worship that great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Sri Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
Anu Krishna.
Pure unalloyed love for Lord Krishna,
Louder.
which is inconceivable to
Louder.
Pure unalloyed love for Lord Krishna, which is inconceivable to all, embodies the most supreme and intense happiness. When the devotees of the Lord realize the joy of such love, they cast away the innumerable doctrines offered by the Vedas, including the soul's emancipation. Lord Nityananda openly bestows pure love, automatically including worship of the non-differentiated Brahman, and service offered in Vaikuntha, which is dominated by opulence and grandeur. Let us eternally worship that great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Sri Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
Jai, joy, giving joy. Yes, Ramdas.
Lord Gauranga instructed his family members and followers to wear pieces of Lord Nityananda's kupina respectfully on their bodies. So pure and impeccable is the character of Nitai that even if he is seen holding the hand of Yavana's wife and carrying a bottle of wine, nonetheless he remains supremely worshipped by the great demigods such as Lord Brahma. Lord Nityananda is also the desirable object of those exalted devotees who can steal away the heart of the Lord. Let us eternally worship the great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Sri Gauranga Deva, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
So next, so number 10, and Sripad Tridandi Maharaj, we invite you to read it, and we welcome you, Maharaj, happily. We heard your car had broken down and we were in some mood of possible separation, but now we've got you.
10, is it?
Yes, number 10.
Accepting the renounced order of life and distributing the Lord's holy names, Lord Gauranga chased after those souls who had been spoiled by the doctrines of dry argumentative logic and motivated fruitive activity. Like Lord Gauranga's own shadow, Nityananda Prabhu accompanied the Lord over land and through rivers, waterways and jungles. In addition, Lord Nityananda is the desired goal of all Gauranga's endeavours. Let us eternally worship that grand personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who can freely grant the association of that golden Lord Sri Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
Lavanyamai, loud and clear for us to hear, kindly.
Day and night, Lord Chaitanya was intoxicated with the intense desire to taste the sweetness of Sri Radhika's divine love for Krishna. Sriman Mahaprabhu instructed Lord Nityananda and his associates to go out and profusely distribute the holy names of Lord Krishna. However, Lord Nityananda instead plentifully distributed Lord Gauranga's name, the most precious fortune available to the living entities, with no impediment at all. Let us worship that great personality, Sri Nityananda Chandra, who freely grants the association of Sri Gaurangadev, who is none other than Lord Krishna.
However, Lord Nitya instead plentifully distributed Lord Gauranga's name, the most precious fortune available to the living entities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Tungarasa Devirasi. 12.
O Nityananda Prabhu, Emperor amidst the personal associates of Sriman Mahaprabhu, kindly grant this fallen soul deep and resolute faith in the pure and divine figure of Sri Gauranga. Lord Gauranga's personality exclusively embodies the sweet nectar relished deep within the devotional mellows of Sri Sri Radha Krishna's pastimes. But if your lotus feet are overlooked, then all so-called devotional orations and prayers meant for the highest worship becomes false, like a dream. I worship you, that great personality, Nityananda Chandra, who openly bestows shelter to the most fallen souls, freely granting the association of Sri Gauranga Deva.
Jai, and this, what a beautiful verse for those who don't know so much about Gauranga. Oh, we should wake up and learn about Gauranga, otherwise, like a dream, we are engaging in some worship. And can be a very solid dream. We see all sorts of worship going on, and we can say, well, something. But a verse like this is a wake-up. Otherwise, if we don't have that faith in Gauranga, our worship is like a dream. All right, well. Right. So the offering has been on, and maybe, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. So what was happening?
It's maybe a
Okay.
It will happen.
It's going to be a
now.
bit late. Okay, I was told it's going on 11:15. So we're being gently conscious for when it comes off, because we have some Vaishnava sevas to engage in today. For a devotee who passed away, devotees do pass away from the vision of the world. And so by the grace of their friends and families, and sometimes we do some something extra for them on their journey. And we hope somebody may do something extra for us on our journey.
Who passed away, Maharaj?
Nityananda Prabhu in Norway. I think Maharaj knows him. Okay. Okay. We have a picture of him, so we can show you a picture. Hare Krishna. Okay, so I think we need to sing just something. Keshavananda Prabhu, you choose, you sing, and make us all Krishna conscious. You know the rules. Of course, of course.
We haven't sung yet today, so...
And then after that, immediately, Sripad Tridandi Maharaj can sing his choice and the Kirtan Maharaj. And then we'll have at least some reading or some hearing. But we're happy to sing, to have that opportunity, and we're kind of reading with the singing too. So Nitai Pada Kamala, and then Tridandi Maharaj will reveal the next song presently.
Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala
Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Jai Jai Jagata Yes, ma'am.
The holy lotus feet of Nitai, cooling like 10 million moons, in the shade of which the world gains soothing relief. Without that Nitai, O brother, no one can reach Radha and Krishna. Clasp his lotus feet with full conviction.
One who never got his connection passed his life in vain. Such an animal is so very wicked. He whose mouth never uttered Nitai, merged in mundane pleasures, how can his aristocratic lineage save him?
Anu.
Maddened with pride, forgetting the lotus feet of Nitai, I embrace untruth as truth. But when Nitai gives his grace, you'll reach Radha and Krishna in Braja. Oh, embrace the lotus feet of Nitai.
The lotus feet of Nitai are truth. His servitors are eternal. Ever aspire for the shelter of his feet. Narottam is very sad. O Nitai, make me happy. Please keep me at your lovely lotus feet.
Onto look, page 142.
And the first line?
Thakur Vaishnava Pada.
Jai. Thakur Vaishnava Pada.
Thakur Vaishnava Pada, Vanira Shusham Bhadda.
Thakur Vaishnava Pada, Vanira Shusham Pada. Thakur Vaishnava Pada, Vanira Shusham Pada. Shuno Bhai Hoya Ekamana. Ashraya Lohiya Bhaje, Hare Krishna Nahi Kyaje. Arashava More Akarana. Vaishnava Charana Jo, Prema Bhakti Dite Bo. Vaishnava Charana Jo, Prema Bhakti Dite Bo. Arogeho nahe balavanta. Vaishnava charana renu mastake bhushana minu. Aranahi bhushanera anta. Chon pavitra gune nikayache purane. Se sabha bhaktir prabhashana. Vaishnavera padaroka samanaye sabha. Jate hoya vanchito purana. Vaishnava sangete manna anandita anukshana. Sada hoye Krishna parasanga. Narottamakande hiyadaitya nahi bande. Dina Narottamakande hiyadaitya nahi bande. Mora dosha keno hoilo banga. Thakura Vaishnava Pada, Vanira Susampada. Bhaje Hare Krishna nahi tyaje Hara sab more akarana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Nitai 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 Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol Hare Krishna. Well, Nityananda's appearance day and the deities in Ekachakra that installed today in 2011 are called Sri Guru Gaura Nityananda. Sri Guru Gaura Nityananda. And today must be festival in Ekachakra, but today that installation festival was a super festival. And to satisfy Gurudev, to satisfy Nityananda, to satisfy all, a festival held there. The place of origin of Chaitanya Saraswati Math, in the sense of that Srila Guru Maharaj went there to Ekachakra to pray to the deity of Nityananda, the deity that, we should find the photo, but that deity that Srila Gurudev said, You will not find a better deity or picture, a form of Nityananda manifest in this world. You will not find some devotees, oh, it's a very nice place. You will not find. Gurudev assertively saying this. And actually, well, I'm going to be distracted if I look for that now. But that photo, then Gurudev, when he received that photo, he was so happy. And then we, with the camera, took a photograph of the photo, which was, because there they don't allow photos, so they can sell their photo, which is fine. We buy the photo. And then we photographed the photo and then made a big photo, like this big photo, and put on his wall where he would see in Navadip. In Dum Dum Park, the new veranda, where he was at that time, which is when the temple was manifesting. First what manifested was the guest house. Gurudev always saying, first Vaishnava Seva, then Vishnu Seva. Vaishnava Seva first. Have a temple, but there's no facility for devotees. First have the facility for the devotees, and then the temple, this way. And so first the accommodation came, and then ground floor, of course, then the next floor, then the next floor. But it is three stories of accommodation. Am I right? It is 3 stories. I know it seems a long way upstairs. I remember carrying not my bags, but things up there, and it seemed like a long way to the top floor. Anyway, I think it's 3 stories. So, but it started, of course, with 1 story, and then 2, and then 3. And then the Nat Mandir, and in our temples, that's probably the biggest Nat Mandir in any of our temples, anywhere in the, maybe more. Now I've been to Mauritius, they have a big Nat Mandir. They have a big temple, amazingly big temple. And so recognizable as Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Math as well. And right beside a busy, from Mauritius, don't forget it's a quiet country, a busy road in Mauritius. What kind of busy? Well, it's a busy road. It's not like a London busy road, but still it's a busy road in the morning. And it goes, everybody who goes there sees the temple. And they got a big temple. That, I think, is bigger. It is bigger. Sorry, Ekachakra. But it's a little bigger. But apart from that, even that Australian Nat Mandir, not as big, I'm pretty sure. Anyhow, a very big Nat Mandir, and so suitable for having very big kirtan, and very suitable how to welcome the deities of Sri Sri Guru Gaura Nityananda. What better welcome for the very embodiment of Nam Sankirtan and distribution of Nam Sankirtan. But grand Nam Sankirtan. And really that was a grand festival day of everybody infected by the holy name. Very beautiful day. You were there, maybe?
No.
Not. Anyone was in Ekachakra?
Oh, Ekachakra, yeah.
We've been to Ekachakra, yeah.
But for the festival, anybody was there?
Yeah.
No, okay. There was some recording, so somewhere there's some video, some recording of the festival. And...
Of installation.
Huh?
Video of installation.
Yes, video of installation.
Tremendous kirtan.
And we must remember our Hungary devotee, Ananta Krishna Prabhu. Oh, sorry, I'm just saying you must remember. We do remember him, but this name. But Ananta Krishna Prabhu, so enthusiastic that his lifesaver, as well as publishing books and doing other things, which he did for the devotees of the mat. But Ananta Krishna Prabhu, he prayed to Gurudev, don't accept anyone else's donation for Ekachakra temple. I'll give. And Gurudev may have slightly engaged others' energy, but don't tell us a secret. Don't tell Ananta Krishna another secret. But that was built, all of that was built by his energy. And I was also reflecting on some other things. How Srila, this isn't in relation to Ananta Krishna, but so many things, so much service devotees have done And we don't necessarily see those devotees very much today. But they're around. And when we go to Hungary, then Ananta Krishna is coming. And he's the same Ananta Krishna. And he's always busy. He's now a little aged. And the last time I saw him, he was actually noticeably aged. And he's got, some of the aged slowing down things which are slowing him down. But he's just dynamic in his energy. But he's not at the forefront of devotees' minds. Oh, Ananta Krishna, he's doing this, that and the other. But what service these devotees have done. And just to see a devotee meet somebody that we meet for the first time, we don't know what's in the background. Gurudev does. Gurudev can see what's in the background. Even if they hasn't met someone before, I'm seeing their face, I can say everything about them. But I'm only looking at the good things. I can see the bad things, but I don't notice it. So, anyhow, but that temple in Ekachakra was made by his energy, and of course Acharya Maharaj's energy. Amazing how he can make buildings and things. And for the manifestation of the temple and then getting ready for the installation, many devotees saw in 1 week converted from a building site and incomplete. In 1 week, maybe it was 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, but I don't think it was more than 2 weeks. The Western devotees, please go to Ekachakra. There is needed for energy, for service. We need as many devotees there as possible. And under that guidance of Acharya Maharaj, from a building site and incomplete, it became complete. And the festival day, you couldn't tell that it was incomplete. Amazingly. And even all the, those bricks which are laid like this, the final thing on the ground level, everything was done amazingly. And so he promised to Gurudev that next Nityananda Trayodashi, the temple will be inaugurated, because in Gurudev's time, the Nat Mandir was inaugurated in 2010 at this time. And indeed, it came to be in this way. So very wonderful. And that road to Ekachakra, just before the opening, that road was improved. And the road to Ekachakra, whoever went in the earlier days, I don't know if Maharaj went, but it was infamous. It was a bad road. And there was one bus that had left early in the morning I think it came from Krishnanagar first, and then it picked up passengers in Navadip. And there was one bus, you could take a direct bus from Navadip to Ekachakra. But it took all day. And that's a bus, it doesn't care about bumps really. But the devotees who survived the bus journey, they noticed the bumps.
The seats in the bus, bouncing.
Very rigid, very rigid, very little distance, and for the taller devotees, hit their head on the roof sometimes. Mad. But that road, but just before the installation, just before that time, then the road was improved. And that's quite similar to Bamunpara. That road to Bamunpara couldn't really call it a road. Most of it, not just that last part, absolutely mud field. But to go there, it was good sport on the motorbike, because you only got one set of wheels and you don't mind jumping and flying and all those things like that. But for a car, just going through all the bumps and everything like that. And then just before those deities in Ekachakra, in Bamunpara, just before their installation, somehow the government, they made the road magnificent. Yes.
That happened here also, even though it wasn't a particularly bad road, but before Mahaprabhu came, the road all got resurfaced along this road as well. We were like, oh no, what's going on? No one would be able to get to the temple, but they just finished it the day before Mahaprabhu came.
There you are. I see the Lord likes it, the devotees can come in style to the temple. Hare Krishna. Anyway, let us remember there. And now is 4:30 in India. 4:30 p.m., so they'll have had some festival today, and we do. Okay, emotion or devotion, I know, a very hazy line, but we do think about these places which are dear to Gurudev, dear to Guru Maharaj, where Guru Maharaj went to take permission of Nityananda, and then came and established Sri Chaitanya SCSMath. After hearing Nityananda, after hearing from Nityananda, then came. And he had that time all his possessions on a bullock cart. Went by bullock cart. And you remember you remember Oninda Sundar from France?
Mm-hmm.
Who's saying yes? Yeah, Oninda Sundar from France. He went there, early time, before we had any proper training. It took him 2 days to get to Ekachakra. And that time also there were a lot of dacoits on the road. So it was dangerous after dark. And it took him 2 days to get there from there. Like an adventure. And he's an adventurer.
Yeah.
He's not, just waiting for luxury. But it took him 2 days to get there. So how Ekachakra changed too.
But for us also, Ekachakra was so pure. There was not so much hustle and bustle like what we know from Navadvip, what it became. It was very pure. The rice fields and the cows everywhere, and nothing, economically going on what we could see with the eyes.
Very simple.
Very
Agricultural land, very simple. And very flat.
Very pure.
Very flat.
Yeah. We never had seen that before, like that purity in that way as in Ekachakra. Sri Ekachakra.
And that area is known as?
Virachandrapur.
Well, okay, but actually the town is known as Virachandrapur. But the area is known...
Radharesh.
We say again?
Radharesh.
Radha. You just make it an R instead of an H. Radharesh.
Radharesh?
Not Radharesh, it's Radharesh.
What does that mean?
You don't have muddy for breakfast, you have muri. It's not bada size, it's boro size. We know those words.
So what's it called? Radhadesh?
Raradesh. It looks like
Rara.
Yeah, R-A-D with a dot under it. I promise you it's pronounced Ra when it's in the middle of a word.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Hare Krishna.
It's its name. I'm sure it has a meaning. Anyway, there are many aspects to Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day, but he did appear in Raradesh, in what's now known as Virachandrapur. And Virachandra was the son of Nityananda, and was told that even more merciful than Nityananda, and then we're all heads are reeling how it can be. But anyhow, many aspects of today, but by reading the translations of the songs too, then we've got a very good understanding that Nityananda is not normal and not ordinary. And Nityananda, he is the bestower of all good fortune. He is the giver of Gauranga, and hence the giver of Radha Krishna and all our devotional aspiration. And Srila Prabhupada, Shakti Avesh avatar of Nityananda, as revealed and told by Srila Guru Maharaj, who doesn't make up stories and flatter people. He tells things as they are. So we have this very special day of Nityananda's appearance day, and I'm happy to be here with all of you, the faithful souls here. So a joyful day for us. And joyful, the Tridandi Maharaj managed, the mechanic, we give credit to the mechanic for getting his car fixed. And now he's here with us. And Maharaj, I'll pass the microphone over to you. It's over here, but actually it can extend a little bit. It'll be clearer for the listeners. Let's say a few. And I can say too, today I made a discovery, a happy discovery. I discovered Srila Tridandi Maharaj reading in the light of loving devotion, in a secret location. means they're on the way with secret location. But I saw there's a series of you reading.
Yeah.
And I was listening to one of them this morning, but I do want to start at number 1 instead of number 4.
We haven't finished it yet. We've got two or three chapters to finish.
Maharaj.
I'm doing it with Ramananda Prabhu when we get the time, you know. For it.
But you can do it also yourself. You're smart. You've got a
Yeah,
smart
but
phone.
he's got all the gear, all this stuff, you know, to record it.
You've got a phone.
I just speak. No, I can't do that.
Anyway, we're very happy to come across your reading. And at the moment, in my spare time, you know how we do listen to things, and I'm listening also to Tridandi Maharaj and reading of the Gaudiya Kantaha. Very powerful reading.
Yeah.
I can prove it. You forgot.
Yeah, I was going to remember doing that. Some time ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
Yeah.
The Gaudiya Kantaha, all the verses.
Yeah, a collection of
Yeah.
many important verses.
Yeah. And it's very intense and very important, exactly.
It was compiled under the, you know, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and it's got categories, you know, Guru Tattva, Nam Tattva, etc.
And Nityananda Tattva is one
Tattva.
chapter. Yes.
Have we got that? I could read that, some of that.
I've got you.
No, I mean the book. Can we have it?
Let me see. I do not know if I have it on here.
Nityananda Tattva. Because you read about that in the bhajan you were singing, was it? The Dwadasakam by Sridhar Maharaj.
The Nityananda Dwadasakam?
The ontological, yeah.
Oh, yes,
position
yes.
in the middle, yeah, okay.
But in the meantime, do speak something. Please.
We talk about the three energies, Samvit, Sandini, Hladini. So the Sandini potency is, you know, Balaram or Nityananda Prabhu. So it's first expansion from Krishna to serve Krishna, you know, is like, it must be like that. The closest to Krishna for serving Krishna, on that side Nityananda, other side Radharani. Sandini and Hladini. And so you might say, who would know even how to serve Krishna or Gauranga? Only Krishna or Gauranga himself. So therefore, by his expansion, he's doing that service. And there's two aspects, as if you read in Srila Guru Maharaj's Gita, in the 10th chapter, verse 9, where he's saying about how, in his commentary, he's saying that in the form of Radharani, his internal potency, pleasure-giving potency, Krishna is serving himself. It's very esoteric. It's not really a commentary that would be widely distributed, or, as you know, in the time of Guru Maharaj, even his own god brother gave some caution. I don't think you should be, doing this commentary for putting it officially in your Gita for anyone and everyone to read. They could misinterpret, misunderstand. Could think someone could easily go on the Mayavadi side. Krishna serving himself, so we're all Krishna, we're all serving ourselves, like that. But no, that's how it is. So that one side Radharani, other side Nityananda Prabhu, two aspects. And Sri Guru in his grace has gone into that quite in depth about the foundation of Nityananda Prabhu being the foundation of our spiritual life. Balaram Hoilo Nitai, right? Balaram has become Nityananda in Kali Yuga. And Bala means strength, so that strength takes different forms, but as the foundation of our spiritual life, like a deep foundation is giving support to the whole structure. And if the foundation is deep, then you can build a very big high structure and it won't fall, it'll be firm. Right? Just as Lord Jesus Christ said, you know, a house built on shifting sand won't stand, but if it's built on a rock. So Nityananda Prabhu is the foundation. Like when they do a building, they do deep pilings, you know, right deep down in the earth, and that will support anything that's put in the top. So Gurudev, you know, manifestation of Nityananda Prabhu. Again, like similar to the logo in the water and the lotus. The water supporting the lotus. It's the actual meaning of dharma, you know, is to support. The verb root dur, dhr, means to support something. So people, they will give explanations or translations of dharma different ways. Oh, that's your occupation, your duty, so many things. But it gives support to your life. So you have your svadharma, your like temporary material dharma. The dharma of a doctor is to help patients, heal patients. You know, the dharma of a electrician is to make light, etc. But the Sanatan Dharma, you know, that's the same for everyone, of course, and that's eternal, the eternal Dharma. So, and that comes back to when, you know, the Yudhisthira Maharaj was asked, what is truth? Dharma, the word was used, Dharma, but they usually say, what is truth, was the question. And he said that cannot be understood by Tarka Pratishta, not by debate, by endless arguments. There's always going to be some intelligent person, a rishi, is going to come in with some other idea or adjusted idea, you know. So Dharmastu Bhagavat Pranitam and Mahajana Yena Gatasva Panta. The true Dharma is in the heart of the devotee, right? Because it's a living thing, it's not a dead thing like in books or scriptures. Not to say scripture is dead, but I mean not in like the written form or something. So in the heart of the devotee, that's where to find the truth, if you like. You know, so for us, the truth of Krishna consciousness, specifically devotional service, you know, we're looking at that. Otherwise, there's many interpretations and versions. In the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Uddhava Gita, discussion between Krishna and Uddhava, and Uddhava was asking questions to Krishna, and even Krishna 2 or 3 times he says, what you're asking, actually I explained this to Arjuna previously in the Gita, but now again I'm explaining it to you in a slightly different way, in a higher way, like you could say a higher octave of the same note, but in a higher octave. And Uddhava asks many questions, and he asks about Sankhya philosophy, you know, how many elements there are. And Krishna says different rishis have presented different ways, and they're all valid, and they're all true. Some say 13 elements, 15, 9, 17, and all may be true according to their perspective, you know. And then he gives his idea, his version of Krishna. So, selection and elimination. Oh, this is...
yeah, just scroll through it, Maharaj.
Sorry.
Scroll down.
5.1. And this is from?
Gaudiya Kanta, huh?
Oh, okay, yeah. Nityananda is, how long is it? Not very
16 verses.
Oh, that's okay, yeah. It says Nityananda Tattva, which is the 5th jewel. They're jewels, the chapters are called jewels. Nityananda Tattva, Nityananda and Advaita are 2 main branches of the Chaitanya tree. Oh yeah, it's quoting from Chaitanya Charitamrita, of course. As you remember Adi Lila, it goes through Panchatattva, giving the one by one, Gauranga, Nityananda. Advaita Acharya Nityananda Dui Anga, Dui Jana Lana Prabhu Jata Kichuranga. Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya are the 2 expansions of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who assist his transcendental pastimes. May Sri Nityananda Prabhu be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshan, Mahavishnu, Garbhadakshayi Vishnu and Shiradakshayi Vishnu, as well as Shesha, are his expansions and the expansions of his expansions. That same Nityananda Prabhu is none other than Balaram. This would be similar to the Guru Maharaj's 12 Dwadasakam, the ontological position of Nityananda Prabhu. I'm sure he consulted with this and knew about these verses, of course. I surrender to the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, who is known as Sankarshan in the midst of the Chatur Vyuha. He has full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Lok, far beyond the material creation. I offer my full obeisances to the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose partial representation, called Karanadakshayi Vishnu, lying on the Karana ocean, is the original Purusha, the master of the illusory energy and the shelter of all the universes. So the expansions are like that. Karanadakshayi, Karana means cause, Sarva Karana Karanam, cause of all causes. The Karana ocean, so that's to Karanadakshayi Vishnu, also sometimes called as Mahavishnu. And then the universe is coming from him, the pores of his skin, they say. I mean, these are using a kind of analogy, material analogy, so we can understand, that the universe is then, there are so many unlimited universes, then that Mahavishnu, Karanadakshayi Vishnu, he again expands himself into each and every universe as Garbhadakshayi Vishnu, again lying on the water, half filled with the empty universe. Garbha means womb, like womb of the universe, which is empty at that point, beginning of creation. So as Garbhadakshayi Vishnu, he's lying on the, again, Ananta Shesh there. Then again that Garbhadakshayi Vishnu again expands himself into the Shiradakshayi Vishnu. Shiradakshayi Vishnu in each individual universe is in the milk ocean, but it is expanded within every atom and the heart of every jiva. So it's expansion of expansion of expansion, like that. And that's the Paramatma, super soul. So in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, what's the verse? 15:15. I'm situated in the heart of every. Yes? Say again? Yeah, I'm seated in the heart of every. That's Paramatma, not Krishna actually, although it is Krishna, of course. And then it's also the Vishnu function of killing the demons and all these things in the past times in Gokul Vrindavan, not in Golok Vrindavan. So this is just explaining that, what I've said about the different Vishnu forms. Lord Balaram is the original Sankarshan. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. He helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. Wow, what a lot of work he does. That's called the Sandini potency. That's maintaining. Sandini means maintaining, sustaining. So in the spiritual world, all the paraphernalia is all expansions of Nityananda Balaram. For the service of Krishna, so many things. For 2 purposes, to spread the cult of bhakti and to defeat and subdue the atheists, Lord Nityananda, the most dedicated devotee of the Lord, moved throughout the country. Maddened by ecstatic love of Godhead, he overwhelmed the universe with ecstasy. He slapped his hands together like a warrior who's about to attack. And upon seeing this, the wicked Kali fled in terror, fearing for his life. The Kali, not Ma Kali, Kali like Kali Yuga, the demon Kali. Yeah. All souls were drowned in happiness because of the dancing of Sri Gauranga and Nityananda. Seeing such dancing, or even hearing of it, melts the hearts even of great atheists. All glory to Lord Nityananda Balaram, by whose mercy I have attained shelter in the transcendental abode of Vrindavan. All glory to the merciful Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy I have attained shelter of Sri Rupa and Sanatan. Who did this we speak? This would be Kaviraj Goswami, right?
It must be.
Yes, it's Chaitanya Charitamrita. By his mercy, Nityananda Prabhu, I have attained the shelter of the great Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and by his mercy I have found the refuge of Sri Srupa Damodar. All glory to the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, by whose mercy I have attained Sri Radha Govinda. So we just like stared off, Oh, by his mercy we attain Radha Govinda. What does that mean, That's the super thing, Supermost thing. Was one time in Ireland we had the deity of Lord Gauranga in the temple there that time in what's the name?
In Chicago.
No, before that, yeah.
Glengarriff Parade.
Glengarriff Parade, yeah. And, I've told this story before, but we brought the deity from India, and when we purchased the deity, and we weren't sure at that time, because it seemed like it was Nityananda Prabhu, because on the bottom, the lotus, they have the deity, was, see that's like a pinkish, but it was blue. And also the arms, when you have Gaurna tie, right side Gauranga and left side is like that. And it was like that, up and down. But when I asked the man, the Murti Wala, and I said, is Nityananda Prabhu? And he said, Mahaprabhu. Just kept telling like that. So I didn't really know, But I took it like that. Mahaprabhu said, and he was there in the temple. But I was always wondering about it. So when I got the chance, when Srila Govinda Maharaj came there, visited, and one morning he was standing in front, darshan, I had the chance to say, Maharaj, this is Mahaprabhu or Nityananda Prabhu? And he looked for a minute, he said, Mahaprabhu in the mood of Nityananda. So everyone was happy. Yeah. Jai. Jai.
Jai Shri Tridandi Maharaj ki jai. So, is there a pujari behind that?
Not. Yes.
No, I'm asking. Just we need to know when they go through the house.
Yeah, the IT can happen now.
Okay. And while you're standing, when you come back, just see if the window's open.
Yes.
Is the window open?
No. Here it's a bit open.
No, but there's a
Bit
wind.
of a breeze. Maharaj, a gentle breeze.
A gentle breeze. Oh, down.
Should wear a jumper, Maharaj, or chador or something.
Please just check if the window's open.
Sorry?
Jumper Maharaj.
It does feel like we're getting some London outside.
Yeah, it's cold outside. Yeah, I want to walk.
It's very cold today. No.
It's not open?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes when the curtains open, then there's a cold floor.
Okay, it's always.
This is why they've dressed Mahaprabhu in the blue, is it? Because today.
Oh, Nityananda Mahaprabhu.
She dressed him on Saturday.
Did you think like that? Oh, sorry. He or she.
You know what the Lord is thinking, Maharaj. So you could share that. All right. Hare Krishna. Any question from anybody?
Yeah, I thought when you were saying the expansion, Sankarshan, Garbhodakshya, Vishnu, Ksirodakshya, Vishnu, but that is Vishnu, that is, I got a bit that I thought.
Look, all Vishnu forms are expansions of Baladev.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So,
He's even his shoes, an umbrella, and shoes and umbrella and all these other
Yeah, he
things.
takes the forms of all the service paraphernalia.
Yeah, that's common, but we didn't know.
It's a paraphernalia for the Lord's service, essentially.
Yeah.
Alright, devotees, then let us prepare. Arati is about to happen. And are we going to ask Shara Shiromani to be brave? She leads Arati, we'll go in there. And if you're happy to do so. Okay, very good. And everyone will help you along, but she's got a full 10 out of 10 score on several and
put it on in the real language.
Jai Sachinanda.
Somebody
will find the words.
How are the old legs?
Jai. Jai Sachinanda Bhakti Swarup Tridandi Maharaj ki.
You want to play Maharaj?
Is it on? Somebody else can call Maharaj here. Two of us do the same thing.
It's a speaker, so you can connect to your phone via wirelessly and play whatever you're playing on the phone. Transformers.
Oh yes, this is a good one.
It's wireless connection to a mobile phone.
Yeah, it'll do by wire as well, probably.
All right.
Find a little hole or drill a hole inside, stick a wire in. I expect it'll do by wire.
Just wanted to see
Oh, somebody might appreciate that. Shri Krishna Jai Mahaprabhu Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Gaura Hari 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 Hari Bo Jai Gauranga Sundar Radha Girihari Ki Jai. Yes. Oh, you don't want him to stand in front of it. And please, the men, come forward. This area, lady just behind, always leave a gap behind. There's plenty of room for everybody. Can come forward, Mark, kindly.
Sure.
Then they can see the board. Okay. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Jai.
Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Avirvav, Sri Mahamahotsav ki Jai, Hariam Sankirtan, Jai,
Maharaj, you're